guys, I'm Diamond, and I'm going to do a story time, telling you guys on how I found out I was pregnant and my process of dealing with it. So, when I found out I was pregnant, I was 16. I still am 16, but I'm going to be 17 in a couple weeks. So, I'm 16, and I found out I was pregnant in February, but I think I got pregnant around early January, early January, late December. So it was just shocking to me. I really didn't expect that to happen because I didn't think my, reproductive system was working like that and was ready to reproduce. So yeah, I was just really, really shocked, and I was just like, ugh. So the way I found out I was pregnant is I was having symptoms. Like, I missed my period, so I figured, but I didn't want to assume anything. So I told my mom my symptoms, but I didn't tell her I missed my period. So I told her my symptoms because I was dizzy, my stomach was hurting all the time, and I couldn't eat. Like, every time I ate, it felt like I was gonna throw it back up. So I would get dizzy all the time, as walking around at school, walking home, walking to the bathroom. I would get dizzy, and I would just feel like I would just pass out. So she took me to after I told her, the next day she took me to the hospital. And well, she took me because she thought I was having flu symptoms. So once she took me, and they did my vitals, then I peed in the cup. So then they tested my pee, and they came back and was like, "Well, Diamond, you're pregnant." And of course I was like, I was disappointed in myself because I didn't expect to get pregnant so early at early, so young. So it was just shocking to me. I was just like, this can't be happening. I'm not ready to raise a baby. I'm not ready to raise a baby. I can't. So my mom, my dad, my sister, my family, we had a talk because it's a life-changing thing. So I was just like, I don't want to get an abortion, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep it. So I was really going through some mixed emotions. And the father of my child, he was just like, "Oh, you can get an abortion and everything can go back to how it was." I was just like, I don't want to get an abortion because abortions is bad. Like, who? I don't want one. I don't want one. Uh-uh. So, me and my mom, my dad, my sister, we had a long talk about me having a child and how I'm going to raise this child and how my life's going to change and all that good stuff. So, when we were talking, it was just it was very eye-opening to me because I had to realize I'm going to be a mother of a child that I created. It's just I can't just pick this baby up and drop this baby off an hour later. I can't do that. This baby is going to be with me 24/7. So I was just it took me a couple of weeks to think about what I was going to do. And I want to say around 15 or 14 weeks. Or when I found out I was pregnant, I was 10 weeks. So 15 or 14 weeks, I decided to keep my baby. And yeah. And once I told the father of my child that I was going to keep it, he was just he didn't want to be, he was making it seem to me that he didn't want to be there. And he didn't want to have anything to do with me or the baby. So, and he made it very clear that he would want to be with me, but he didn't want the baby involved. So it was just really confusing to me. So I was just kind of going through my emotions. When you are pregnant, you're emotional. You're going through these changes. Your hormones are changing. You're very emotional. You don't know you don't know what's going on. So I was very emotional during my first and second trimester. and stuff. But the process of me being pregnant and me leading up to when I had my baby, it was very stressful and very like what's the word? Like, it was hurtful to me because the way that the father of my child was acting towards me, I didn't really like expect it to be like that. So I thought like it was gonna take him like a couple of months to come around and say, "Oh yeah, I want to be there to raise this baby," but it wasn't like that at all. And it's like it's very hard to explain because like he would text me when I first found out I was pregnant. He would text me saying that I don't want this baby. You should get an abortion. You need to get an abortion. I'm not the only one saying you need to get an abortion. So it was just like abortion, 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 abortion thrown around, and I don't like that. I don't like stuff being repeated to me multiple times after you said it once. I hate that. So it was just like, it took a while for me to understand that this boy doesn't want me. This boy doesn't want my baby. So why should I keep trying with him and stuff? So, I mean, my family is very supportive. My child is very well taken care of. So it's just like, now that I understand what my parents were saying when they were like, don't get pregnant at a young age because you never know what's going to happen and you don't know how the father is going to act. So I was just like going through my emotions a little bit. I was very emotional, and like there was mess coming up as I was pregnant, and like between the father of my baby and me, it was, and his family and my family, it was just like crazy. So what was I gonna say? Okay, so after, I want to say after, I want to say May or April, May, March. After May, I came around. I was just like, I'm not gonna keep trying with someone that doesn't want to be with me and doesn't want anything to do with my child. I need to move on to bigger and better things and focus on me, the health of me and my child. So I just stopped messing with him, really, and came around to the fact that I was going to have a baby. And I ended up having my baby. Well, my due date was set for September 27th, but I ended up having him September 15th. Sliding is cute. So I ended up having him September 15th, and he still has, the baby father has yet to come around. He only saw him once, and that was at the hospital. And it was kind of hurting to me because, like, before, when we were together, it was just like we talked about having kids and stuff. And now that we have one, it's just like you were just saying it just to say it and you didn't mean it. But now that he's here and he's on this earth and he's growing and developing as a little boy, you don't want any part of it. But I accepted the fact that he doesn't want to be part, so I just like moved on, pushed it to the side, pushed it over there and focused on my child. And it's his loss because he's not going to be there to see him grow up and become a man. So yeah, that's my story.